Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maddie Murphy of Sacred Space Revolution, and if you're here to get updates that are about astrology and ways you can feel cosmically empowered, you've come to the right place. Today I wanted to just make a really quick, simple video about Jupiter and Capricorn and what this transit means, and I'm going to break down all of the astrological mumbo jumbo into just a few quick minutes of what you need to know to make the most of the next year and how you can harness it for your highest good, to manifest whatever you're calling in, to step into your magic, to align yourself with your most authentic self. So if that sounds good, keep watching. But first, if you are here because you like spirituality, astrology, crystals, empowerment, anything about the sort of modern mystic life, then definitely subscribe, like, share with your friends, and definitely subscribe because I do energy readings based on transits happening or when certain zodiac seasons come into place. So it's great for you to just stay up to date and in the know so you can thrive. And also, if you don't, you can follow me on my Instagram at Sacred Space Revolution. We do a ton of just fun giveaways. We do updates on the energy report. We just have a lot of like good tips and techniques there on how to just activate cosmic wellness in your life. So if you don't already, go do those two things and I'll put links below. And are we ready to get started about Jupiter and Capricorn? Okay, so sometimes really feel like I don't really have time to make these videos, but I make the time and I decide just to do it perfectly, imperfectly, because they're so important and there's something that I really want to share with you about this transit. And it keeps coming up for me. So I was like, just sit down, do the video. Hair's a mess. It's okay. People need to know this. So why I love Jupiter transits in general is because they're really long and they last for a year, which means the effects and the changes and the things that we do under these effects last for a really long time. And so they really have a huge opportunity to make big paradigm shifting, world expanding shifts for us. So Jupiter and Capricorn, we had Jupiter in Sagittarius last year from November 2018 until early December 2019. And Jupiter in Sagittarius, Jupiter rules Sag. So Sag was, loving it. Jupiter is in his home sign of Sagittarius. And you might have felt a lot of expansion last year, almost to an uncomfortable point. Jupiter is known for the planet of expansion and optimism and wisdom and opening up to new adventures and exploring and new philosophies. But sometimes, like anything that's stretching big wide open, there can be super big periods of growing pains or discomfort, or realizing that certain things weren't a good fit for you, so they got pushed out of your life. And Jupiter in Sag was fast, so the last year might have felt like a whirlwind of back-to-back. You might have had some life-shifting events, relationships beginning or ending, businesses starting, losing your job, health things going on. It was like everything was getting shook up and blown out and seeing, what was meant to stay. So now we have Jupiter in Capricorn has come to help us slow down, take inventory, take stock. We have essentially now everything we need is in the right place. But now Jupiter in Capricorn wants us to edit a little bit, like even further, like what's really not meant to be here anymore. Jupiter in Capricorn wants us to slow down. Jupiter in Capricorn wants us to also put systems and structures into our lives for success. So sometimes people give Capricorn a little bit of a bad rap because they think it's just about business, or it's like a fatherly energy, or it's just an energy that's coming to like punish you. That's not true. But Capricorn does require a certain amount of accountability and responsibility from us so that we can access new levels of material well-being, abundance, prosperity, growth, maturity. You see where I'm going with this. So this year, this transit, this happened December 2nd, 2019, and will go through December of 2020. So I want us all to really think about, okay, we have all the pieces of the puzzle in front of us now. Maybe some of them actually we do need to keep editing. Where are we putting them? How can we just show up with a little bit more integrity, with a little bit more of staying impeccable with our words, our thoughts, and our actions? And how can we take what we're building to the next level by doing that? So if last year might have felt like maybe creative expansion, but it kind of felt chaotic. Sometimes creativity is chaotic, right? This year is more about like, okay, now we're fine tuning. We're figuring out how to make that art, how to monetize it, how to clarify it for other people to understand. So my downloaded messages just from my spirit guides to tell you about how to make the most of this transit are going to be a few things, and I'm going to start small and we'll work my way up. So the first thing that I really had on my heart to share with you is that we're going to practice just living with integrity, which is big, but I'm going to break it down for you in a small step. My guides really showed me that, yeah, Jupiter and Capricorn wants us all to level up on the individual level in our lives, but collectively, like our social justice system, our economy, how we do business. We're being asked to really like up our moral integrity, and we're being really asked to live by our word. So I want us all just to start with this Jupiter and Capricorn, just honoring like your word and your time. For example, if you say you're going to do something or you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, just figure out what you need to do to get there at that time. You know, canceling plans last minute, running late, not having clear boundaries with your time creates a really leaky energy, and it's not really fair for the other person, but it's not really fair for yourself. It creates unneeded stress, anxiety, it fogs up the brain, and part of this Jupiter and Capricorn cycle is clarity. It's follow through, it's focus, it's helping us put systems into place so we can work smarter, not harder, and ultimately, like I said, reap some really significant financial rewards. So we're going to just honor integrity in our word, and we're going to start with something small like time, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is also the timekeeper. It's like rules karma. So that's, I think, a great starting point for Jupiter and Capricorn. So moving on from there, this year, Jupiter and Capricorn, I want you to really examine the systems in your life and the structures. And I want you to be really honest with yourself. Jupiter's all about honesty and wisdom that's gained from experience, not from judging things as good or bad, but just what did I learn with curiosity, what's working, what's not. And I want you to think about, how can I put new structures in my life that help set me up for success? And where can I put in that little extra time on the front end of setting up these structures so that I can enjoy myself in a year from now and just be like rolling in it, mind at ease, body feeling free, bank account feeling full. So like really looking at structures and systems. And this is something that I want to do too, but this is like efficiency. This is leading you into a place where you're ahead and you're not reacting when things go wrong, but you're really in control. You're setting the tone. So, you know, this can happen in your business. We can put systems into place. We can plan ahead, having a calendar, having things in place that people can help you expand because the systems are there. Or in your everyday life, this could be daily routines and rituals and things that you do to ground yourself and to show up for yourself, right? That's really important when you say you're going to do something every day and then you actually do it and you don't just get lost in, you know, procrastinating or making excuses for yourself. You build a confidence in yourself. That's so important because you're subconsciously telling yourself, I can trust myself. When I say I'm going to do this for me, I do it. And then look how good I feel when I'm done. It's empowering, okay? So thinking about structures and systems in your life, in your business, in your relationships, that's going to be really big. And then the third thing that I want to recommend to everyone is just cultivating your own inner elder. So what do I mean by that? Capricorn is big zaddy daddy energy. It's definitely father energy. It's the one who cares for, who provides, who sort of guides his family. And another way of looking at that is just the elder archetype. So within all of us, we are going through crazy shifts in the collective level. We see what's happening in the government. We see what's happening with business. And, the time for us, for any of us to say that we're not, political, we obviously all know that's like behind us because we all need to be involved. So we all need to lead from a place with openness, with feeling level-headed and having an open heart. And these are gifts of the elder. In the archetype of the elder uses all their experiences. They see many sides of the story. They have many perspectives, and they're really quick to listen, slow to react, and they observe a lot before they speak. And this is going to be really important, especially in our digital age of like cancel culture and constantly talking to people and, reacting and just flying off the handle at things. Our society is really going to demand for us all to take accountability for our actions and our words, and to really get involved and to be each other's elder and each other's advocate. And the ways that you could start doing this, I would just say, it sounds really big, but the first thing I would just is practice what I just said about observing and listening before we react and before we speak. And really in that observing, it creates space to see other sides of the story. And I think you feel like a kind of an instant maturing of your spirit happens when you can engage in that. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. These are just 3 downloads that I had for Jupiter and Capricorn, and I want to just do a side PS bonus for any of my entrepreneurs out there or anyone who's thinking about starting a purpose-driven brand or business. The message that I had is really that this Jupiter and Capricorn is going to be, if you've been building a spiritual, conscious business where you're trying to do things for the greater good, for the collective, for, the earth, for a marginalized population, for your community, for you're trying to help people, empower people, teach people, heal people, that this is going to be a year that you're going to be rewarded. You're going to find that all of the hard work you did and the things you had put into place and all of the sacrifices that you made are going to be really rewarded this year. And if you haven't started and you want to start, this is a great year to start that business and start thinking about how you can add and contribute to society at that level with a product or an offering. There's just a lot of positive alchemy in the air for conscious, purpose-driven, soulful businesses. Okay, and that's the new spirituality, is business. Business is how I learned so much about myself and my spiritual self. So if you're called to start one, please do. And if you've been working your butt off, I see you, I honor you, and this is the year where you can expect some money, some blessings, some abundance. So just be open to receiving it. Okay, so I would love to know what your thoughts are on Jupiter and Capricorn. If you have any questions for me, I'd love to answer your questions. Drop them below. Like I said, like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to do a follow-up video about Jupiter in your chart and what that means for you. Okay, so many blessings. See you soon.